Hey babes, 2026 has started out rocking. This has been so crazy. If I know several people who have been having a crazy 2026 already too. So let's connect, listen to my story on this episode, reach out to me on what your 2026 has been like, and let's get to it. Are you a beauty or barber pro looking for that push to do that thing you've always wanted to do, whether it's in or out of the salon, spa, or shop? Are you tired of not feeling good enough, smart enough, skilled enough? Are you tired of not getting a handle on your mental health, boundaries, and insecurities? I'm Krystine Sherwood, the BeautyPro coach, an internationally certified coach, a salon and spa owner, and your personal Jiminy Cricket. I use my own experiences, good and bad, as a salon owner to help you be more self aware, authentic, and forward thinking in your approach to life, in and out of the salon. It's time to reach your version of success with the Beauty Pro Coach podcast. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness, you guys. 2026, we have been 2 full weeks into the new year. And if these 2 weeks is any indication of what this year is going to be, holy crap, dude. Like I cannot even and I'm going to tell you all about it. So, yeah, where do I even begin? so okay. So first and foremost, this weekend I'm so excited. I'm going to be going to Life Surge in Palm Beach. Tim Tebow's going to be there. Some of the Duck Dynasty guys are going to be there. Other people that I have no idea who they are going to be there. I love Palm Beach. You know this for obvious reasons. I mean, it's Palm Beach. So I'm hoping some of the wealth will just rub off onto me and I leave there with golden coins in my pockets every time I go down there. So there's that. But yeah, this is the first time I'll be going to an event like this. And I kind of shy away from these kinds of events because there's so many people. I feel like it's just a big hoopla but I don't know. We'll see. And I'll probably talk about it when I get back. But then after the next day, after that event, I am a guest speaker and retreat speaker, I guess, for Trust and Main's retreat in Orlando. So from West Palm to Orlando, I am so excited. We're going to be teaching, or I'm going to be talking about social media, website design, business basics, okay? The actual foundations. And I've been talking about this for weeks. I know you guys have been following me on social media and you've been listening to the podcast, and I keep talking about it because I'm really excited to give my all to these girls, to these professionals. Whether there's guys in there, I don't know, but they hired me to come and speak and I am so ready. So there's that. Plus, in Orlando, I'll be able to use a Krispy Kreme gift card that somebody gave me. Like, what? Like, why would you give somebody that? Like, if you know that there is no like local Krispy Kreme, why are you giving me that gift card? Like, are you hoping that I don't use it? Like, what are you doing? But in any case, we are going to get $25 worth of Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm very excited about it. So here's that. There's that. Okay. But in any case, I'm excited about this weekend, but just to rewind, my mother, who, if you've been listening for a while, if you've been following up for a while, you know that my mother has been a tremendous part of this podcast, of my coaching career, of so many things. Like, this woman is a total powerhouse. She's very humble. She doesn't talk about it. She gets things done. If you are a born again Christian, you know all about the Proverbs 31 woman. My mother is definitely she is that. Like that, you read that chapter and I just see her. She's been married, she's been divorced. She is a woman of faith for sure, 100%. And we thought she was having a heart attack. Okay. Like, this is legit. This is for real. Like, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Like, oh my God. Like, I have no idea. And we were in the salon. That day, I remember I woke up really good that day, really energized. And she was kind of like not with it. Okay. And she was like, I don't know, I just don't feel right. Something's weird. My back hurts, but like it's like a numb kind of pain. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. All right. We're driving and she's like, I don't know, I don't feel good. Okay. We get to the salon. We had a photo shoot that day, which I have to reschedule still, but we had a photo shoot that day. Anyway, she is mid client applying color, and she goes to one of the girls and she's like, this is an emergency. I need you to finish that client. The girl jumps up, does it, and she's one of our renters, actually. So no obligation whatsoever to do this, but she gets up, she runs over, she finishes the client. My mom goes to our aesthetics room. She lays down for a few minutes. And I'm like, okay, so I'm calling clients. I'm having to reschedule them. I'm in the front. She is like middle of the salon. She opens the door, says, Krystine, take me to the emergency room. I'm going down. And I'm like, holy shit. I hung up on the client. I was like, I gotta go, bye. And I hung up, ran to her, got my stuff. Thank goodness I'm a pretty prepared, light kind of traveler person. Threw my purse on, grabbed my phone, grabbed my keys, walked her out of the salon, and we drive to the ER. And as we're driving to the ER, she's like, okay, I guess this is time. I guess this is it. And I'm looking at her as I'm driving and I'm like, the hell it is. Like, I'm not saying that, but I'm looking at her like, no way. Because, like, excuse you, mother, I am not ready for this. I am single. You're going to leave me now? Like, oh my God. Like, I'm freaking out, but I'm totally calm and collective. You wouldn't even know. She's there. I am silently crying. Like, the tears are running down my face, but I'm so focused and I don't want her to like freak out, be nervous, any of that. So I'm totally like zoned in. Just get to the hospital, check her in, get her in. We get in there. She's got chest pains. I'm telling them she's got chest pains. We got to do this. Da, 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 da. Okay. My family members are coming. My grandmother, my aunt, they're on their way. My uncles, they're calling my aunt because I'm with my mom. You know, like, it's a whole thing. Anyway, long story short, praise God, it was a muscle spasm that she had. So intense, so strong, it radiated to the front. It made her arms go numb. Like, it was Lord, what is happening? The doctor said that it mimics a heart attack because this is essentially what can happen first, and then the heart attack comes. And he goes, but thankfully your heart is great. There's nothing wrong with you. You're okay. Take it easy. You're under a lot of tension and stress. So we leave there, and I think it's been about 4 days. It's been about 4 days. It feels like an eternity. We have made some major changes. We've come to terms with some major things, not only in the salon and the future of our salon, with personal choices, as far as, everything, financial stuff, everything having to do with business and your personal life and your relationships and your family members and your friends, and evaluating what is important. Do I really need to go to this volunteer opportunity? Do I really have to go to that church event? Do I really need to talk to so and so? Like, it's a real good evaluation. And so we're taking it easy. I say we because I absolutely 100% include myself in this, because one, I'm her daughter, and two, it's like, God forbid something happened to my mom right now. I am an orphan. Like, I'm an orphan. Like, yes, I have family, and it's probably not the fullest, most correct definition of being an orphan. I am an adult. I can take care of myself, but it's a sudden, complete lifestyle change. Like, if that were to have happened, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I just had this vision of everything changing, my entire life, my house, my business, how am I going to pay the bills? Um, you know, all the things that I don't know if other single people ever have thought of. Living situations. What am I going to do with that? Like, what do I have to do to, be at that same level of living? And like, it was terrifying. And it has really made me kind of turn my hustle game on. But while my hustle game is on, it's also very much under control, and I am stopping when I need to stop, and I need to not be stressed out. While this is happening and we find out that she did not have a heart attack, stress is a huge trigger for me as well, with these migraines that I have. You've probably seen me on Instagram complain about it, talk about it. And stress is absolutely a factor. I live in Florida. Heat is a factor, is a trigger for my migraines. And it's like, what the hell? Okay. So while she's recovering and she's okay, I am down for the count because I have this migraine that has been intensifying over the last couple of years, and it's just been bad. Okay. So then I go check myself in to a chiropractor, and I tell him what's going on. He's like, you're having muscle spasms. And I'm like, holy shit, what is happening? So I am going to be seeing my chiropractor for the next 2 weeks, and he is twice a week, and 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. And he's going to be adjusting me and getting me back to normal. Turns out you should really see your chiropractor first before ever seeing a neurologist when it comes to migraine headaches. Apparently your muscles can contract so hard. I mean, obviously my mom was in the ER. They contract so hard that they can displace your ribs. And then your muscles have to overcompensate for your ribs being out of joint. It can radiate up to your neck and creating these migraine headaches that you're thinking that you're dying or your eye is going to freaking pop out of your head, when in reality, you don't have a brain issue. You're totally fine. You just have a muscle spasm and you need to calm down. You need to stretch. You need to work out. You need to walk. You need to release that tension. So there's that. So while I'm going to my chiropractor, I have to book a massage. I have to get my pedicures done. They relax me. I have to strengthen my upper body. So my friends at the gym are going to love that. I'm going to be working on getting a pull-up. I can't seem to do a pull-up. That is all arm strength. When your muscles are weak, all this stuff happens. You get hurt. And migraines are no different. The muscle spasm my mom had is no different than that. My whole point with today's episode is to not only share what the first 2 weeks of my 2026 has been consisted of, but it's to be that warning for you. We just got out of all of that holiday craziness, and we are going into a new year starting out in the ER. Like, what a reality check. You know, as beauty and barber professionals, whether you own a salon, you own a suite, you have employees working for you, or you don't, like, all of these things, like, it is a lot of tension. And the thing is, with beauty and barber pros, we are givers. Our love languages many times is acts of service. And we will serve others to show them how much we love and care about them. And that can very easily turn into codependency if we are not careful. And then we become control freaks and we're trying to control every situation, make sure everybody is okay. And if you're a business owner, that very easily gets interpreted as micromanaging, which it is not. It is more of, I want to make sure you're okay. You have what you need. I want to be a good boss to you. I want you to succeed in life. I want you to do this. And people who are not on the same page as you, they don't have the same values as you. They're being ill advised. They're going to twist and turn all of that into something like, where did you get that? They're going to grab it out of thin air. So let this episode be your warning. Let it be your grounding that, one, you can't control anyone, anything ever, and that's the only constant. Two, that you need to be ready to pivot at any given point, at any given time, and you need to not freak out, but really turn inward, listen to that still small voice, because we all have that still small voice in us, and truly listen to what it's telling you. Be open to what it is, the information that is being given. I can tell you right now that when this happened to me and the vision that I got, that is something I had never thought about before. And I really was paying attention and I could see it clearly. I knew exactly what I had to do, how to do it fast, get on the ball. Like, I was like hitting the ground running, ready to do this. And, you know, I'm telling you from this side, but from the outside, like, let's say my employees or my renters or whoever it is on the other side, not going, my friends, even people who are not experiencing what I'm experiencing, they were to see this and be like, oh my goodness, her mom is dead, not 2 seconds. And she's just starting a whole new life. What kind of person is she? And like, I could just imagine all of the things that people could and would say given this situation happened. And it really brought me to like a frustrating state that, oh my God, one, people have no idea what any of us are going through, right? Like, I have no idea what you're going through in your life right now. I can very easily say, you're a terrible person, you're not a good business owner, everybody always has something to say from the outside, right? Like, oh, well, that's why you're single and that's this and this, like, but the truth of the matter is, like, things happen and they happen quickly and you need to have an action plan. And people will never agree with what you have going on. They're going to have so much to say, and conspiracy theories they're going to come up with, and it's just completely all incorrect. And I don't know if any of you watch the news, but there's, famous people who are taunting and tearing down other women right, in business who recently lost their loved ones, and they're really like going at it. And from this experience, I can fully feel a taste of what those women are going through, and it's humbling. And anyway, so what does all of this have to do with like being a hairstylist in the beauty world right now, right? Like, it's a new year. You have to truly prepare yourself. And as I was preparing my notes and my presentations and the workbooks and the all the things that we're going to be doing at the retreat on Sunday that I'm going to be teaching at, I'm applying it to myself. And I have applied it to myself many times. And I'm so excited to be able to share this with this group of professionals. And now I'm sharing it with you here, and I want to share it with you even more in depth. But of course, you have to reach out to me so we can talk about it. But have a plan. Have a plan A, B, C, D. Okay? Not only for your personal life, but for your business, for your children, for your relationships. I feel for me, because I am a single woman, I am out there dating, I am trying to hustle as hard as I can. I'm doing these things. I'm really trying to make it for myself. It's a little bit harder because you don't have as much support, right? I started this podcast out of the blue. I started my coaching business out of the blue. Nobody knows who I am. Nobody's, knew who I am. And I'm telling, like, I still have to work at it. Okay. Like, I'm not famous. I'm not well known. I am very still much in the beginning phases of so many things for with my salon, with my coaching, with my new web design that I'm doing for Beauty and Barber Pros. Like, I'm doing all these things and it seems like I'm all over the place, but in actuality, I am truly tapping in to all of my interests, all of the gifts and talents that I have, and I am sharing it with the world. I think this experience that I've had was like the last straw of any fears that I may have had, any imposter syndrome that I may have had. It's done. It's over. Like, whatever it is I know how to do, I'm sharing it with you. I'm sharing it with you as a beauty pro, a barber, a suite owner, salon, like whatever it is I know, I'm going to share it with you. And I am over being afraid. I'm over being fearful. Like, the end of the world is coming, and I am not going to be sitting around twiddling my thumbs, wishing I could have done more for people, right? So that was my start of 2026. It's crazy. So if you listen to episode 4 episodes ago, on January 1st, we released an episode on the podcast about web design. I am here for you. That is still going strong. Some of you heard the podcast episode. Some of you saw the announcement on Instagram. You've reached out. We are set and ready to go. I'm so excited. I just want to make it clear, like, I am offering to do the heavy lifting. I want to do your website. I am so sick of beauty and barber pros, suite owners not being represented correctly online, whether it's their social media, their website, their booking system. Like, no more, you guys. We are in the business of presentation, first impressions. And if your first impression is a Vagaro site or a Gloss Genius, which, nothing against those companies, I'm more looking at it in a different way. Like, no, you guys, like, we can't let that be the minimum. Okay. No, we need to present ourselves more wholly wholly as a whole online. And so that's what I'm offering. I have literally had all of the different platforms there are. So I have experience in all of them. I went to school for strategic marketing, PR, social media management. Like I know those things with, the side of the law side, the legal things, but we are in the court of public opinion all the time. And we don't have time to wear another hat when we're in the salon behind the chair. And a lot of us are struggling just to post take a before and after pic for Instagram. So if you're listening to this, I want you to reach out to me, send me a message on Instagram. Let me help you with your website. I put it together. I don't do any of the coding or, like the back end matrix of the interwebs, but I do the part that can be still overwhelming and kind of annoying. Okay. I think the record that I hold is I put together for 3 very different companies. I put together 3 or 4, I can't remember, websites in about a week. Like it was crazy. Like they had to be done fast. So there's that. So anyway, that's today's episode. 2026 is already crazy, but also very good to me, to us. And I'm really excited about all the things that are going to be happening this year. If you saw my Instagram stories, which by the way, Verizon went down today. Like, what the heck? So you may have seen my stories, you may have not. But in any case, just so you know, I have a lot of things exciting. Everything, all the seeds that I planted last year, hopefully this year they are coming. They're sprouting, and it's very exciting. And so I cannot wait to share that. So pay attention, and I'll see you soon. If you loved this episode, subscribe to the BeautyPro podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so you never miss an episode. Don't forget to leave your reviews, stars, feedback so I can continue bringing the content you deserve and want most. Your feedback fuels this podcast. The more you give, the more you get back. You can follow me at The BeautyPro Coach on Instagram and Facebook. Want to contact me directly? Email me at befree@goldentruthcoaching.com.